Hello, my dear, and welcome to this timeless message meant to let you introspect a little bit and just spend some time with yourself. You have already quite a few things coming up when it comes to self-care. I felt called to start with the Oracle deck, and you have family come up, clean your space, a health checkup, and soak in a bath. I think clean your space card can summarize all of these in a way, if you use it as a metaphor, because it's not just cleaning your space. This is obviously an active thing that you could be doing that might help you, but I'm getting you spending some time on making sure that you are okay, whatever that means to you. That can involve getting a health checkup, spending some time with people that you feel loved and held by, right? Soaking in a bath, putting on some candles, and just spending active hours in your day just feeling good, you know. Maybe you have time for a soak tonight before bed. Maybe that's worth a shot here. Now, why is there so much focus? Let's ask the tarot cards. Why is there so much focus on this taking care of self right now? Did you see that? Oh my gosh. This is so fun. Look, you have the Ace of Cups and you have the Knight of Cups in reverse. What I'm getting is, because there is something coming in, there's something about to come in with the Knight here, but it's not, you're not accepting it in because there's still need for self-love. There is a need for you to focus on self because there's stuff waiting for you and people waiting for you that you are yet to accept into your life and to really allow things to come in, because there is still some focusing on self that needs to be done first. Funny, no? Funny how like the external is asking you very much to first do some cleaning. Clean your space before you step into someone else's. Maybe that's worth as well for some of you to hear. Oh, interesting. Okay. Ooh, this is a fun reading. What is going on? Can we have a bit more information on what is the situation for the listener right now? That's fun. And you wanted to turn around? Okay. You have actually, look, this is funny because we have here not the Knight, but it is the Page of Cups. So it is still the same message, but I feel it even stronger now that this is actually a person or someone with, like, where something is early on or some sort of a situation in your life, some sort of an opportunity. But you see, this is still early stages because you have the Page. And the Knight now has come out though as well. So here is the actual Knight, excuse me. But it is all meant to be. We trust, because genuinely the idea here and the idea with your intuition is that everything happens as it is meant to. Everything is okay. You're going to be fine. You can trust that inner gut feeling of yours that tries to help you out in this world. But the baseline of existence has to be, for you to be okay, I guess, the acceptance that there is no constant in life. Change is constant, chaos is constant, difficulty is constant. And that acceptance allows you to tune into your intuition, but to also accept sometimes when we don't know which way we're going or what's happening or what's going on. And when we sometimes need to accept that we need to spend some time clearing up whatever's going on, whatever clutter is in our mind, in our space, so we can have these things coming into our lives, right? So you can have this love, because the cups are your feelings. The fact that you have the Ace of Cups here, and we started with this very clear, like, you need to look after yourself, you know, you need to make sure you're okay. Pour into self so the external can pour back at you as well. And the Knight now that came out, it came out in reverse first, and then I think it turned around, it turned upside, and it turned upside as it fell onto the clean your space and then the soak in a bath. So I think this is a confirmation for things to move along. And it's fun how the Knight comes after the Page, right, as it moves along through the tarot. You see, there is, through you clearing the space, there is this next step coming in. Okay. Oh ho ho ho. Okay. Can we help? Let me maybe ask, is there anything that the collective can do to help themselves clear this space? Ooh. There might be family matters calling you to address them. The Ten of Cups shows family. Excuse me, I just had something in my throat. Maybe this topic gets something in your throat. That was very odd. But the topic of family is here. And this is the Ten of Cups, which shows someone who has gone through the lessons of the cups, the lessons of the emotions, gotten to a place where they have not only found satisfaction and fulfillment in themselves and in their own cups. Remember the cup in the beginning? That would be the Nine of Cups, by the way. But they have now brought that forth into a space with other people, and they've established oftentimes some sort of a family system. There's often children involved, and here you do see children, you see a family in a home, right? So it's like emotionally getting to arrive in a space that you don't, not just your space, but a space that you share. And this topic, I think you need to look into a bit more. What does it mean for you, maybe? What does it look like for you to have this Ten of Cups, for you personally? Because again, the tarot is a tool for introspection. It is a tool for you to try and understand yourself a bit better. And what it does is it tries to simplify the human experience into certain cards, certain metaphors, certain stories, so we can then use that, interpret it for ourselves and learn and grow, you know? So whatever's coming up for you, that trust in that and explore that a little bit more. Matters of your family in regards to where you come from could also be coming up. But I do sense this is more maybe a future that you are trying to head towards, because you have so many cups here. You just have cups come out so far. Just the emotions, just you trying to reach some sort of emotional fulfillment, filling that cup. And my dear, the other thing that I think you need to look at a bit more is specifically here, shown as the Hierophant. And you see the difference how we've had cups so far. The cups are a mere suit. They're a minor arcana, a part of the minor arcana. What this means is these cards speak on situations in your life, while this card is the major arcana, and these speak on themes, on like a red thread. And you see the red here, the red thread that goes through your life. And in this depiction, this part of this red thread, which is the just evolution of consciousness in that sense, I think, if I were to try and simplify what I'm trying to get to here. And this is the step, the number 5. You start as a 0, and then you move up and you go through experiences. And by the 5, you meet a teacher, you meet some sort of a spiritual teacher, and it doesn't have to be a specific teacher in your life, but it is represented here, this experience of having someone that you trust has gotten perspectives on life that supersede the ones that you have currently and that you aim to learn from and to grow from as well. So you connecting with these kind of people that you find can teach you something, people that, and I felt as we were speaking about this now, I felt like a calm to the storm, right? If you've been feeling called to have some sort of a conversation with someone, maybe there is something for a therapy session here that could be helpful, or even a tarot session if you don't want to do that, if you want to go that kind of route, you know. But I'm getting like the conversational aspect might be important for you, and this like engagement of how can you help me, and like this kind of thing. I don't know, this is what I'm getting. But the Hierophant doesn't have to be external, because again, every experience that we have in this life is kind of the idea that you embody them. You kind of become that which is, which is, by the way, the ultimate goal, I guess, or where we are heading. But it's not a linear thing. It's just easier to understand life like that. But the idea is the understanding, which is the beginning and the end, that all is one. So just like the external teacher is but a version of you that is in a different form, you have the teacher within. And that is your intuition. And that is what you're being called to connect to it more. But from a spiritual perspective, I feel like. From a wanting to grow and learn and finding the teacher within in regards to that. Yes, and I feel much calmer now in this energy of yours that I'm trying to tap into. Okay, so how can we leave the collective today? I hope you enjoyed this reading today. If you did, maybe you want to like or subscribe. It would help immensely, and allowing me to help other people more and grow and try and make this world a bit of a better place. You know, I think we could really make a difference in this world by looking within. There is only so much you can do with the external, but by changing how we think and by changing how we teach, I think that's very important. We are making a difference. I believe in it. I believe in it, and I think you do too, otherwise you would not be here. My dear, I have a warning for you. A warning that is kind of honing in on what we started the reading. Remember, we started with the idea that you need to take care of yourself. You need to take care of yourself because there is so much happiness and hope and new beginnings coming in, potentially even people. But there is a need for you to step into the role yourself, into even a role further from that, a role where you have understood where you want to head to in regards to family and in regards to your emotional fulfillment, as much as your spiritual connection and your trust and your intuition and this guide within. But here, I've been holding this one up. Why? This is the 10 of staffs, the 10 of wands. This shows someone carrying a lot of stuff, right? This person has a lot of responsibilities on their back, a lot of things that require their energy. While the cups speak on your emotions and they are related to the water sign, you have with the staffs, the wands, this is the fire. And this is the energy you put out into the world. So this is someone who has taken on a lot of things. They're holding on, they're holding it together, but it's, you know, it's rough. It's a lot of stuff. And the card came out in reverse. So I'm getting, this is for you to know. Be careful not to step into a role where you are overdoing it. For you to take a break now is going to allow you to deal better with whatever you are holding up at the moment. Take a moment to soak in a bath, clean your space, clean the mind, spend time with people you love, and genuinely, if you feel called to, go to a professional for some sort of a checkup. We have one last message. I was gonna ask, can we have like 3 cards for like a last message? And what came out but 3 cards. I feel like my laugh is inherently at home in a forest. Okay, you have very lovely things coming up, my dear, and I think this is trying to give you a bit of a taste. This is like a teaser trailer for maybe what is to come if you continue on what you're working on. Continue trusting that intuition of yours. The 2 of Cups. Remember, I was telling you, we had someone there in the beginning. The fact that you had this external, the person there, when the internal is coming up as well with the Ace. Here you have the 2 of Cups. More cups, more cups. But this is the cups of partnership. This is the card that speaks on a committed partnership, whether in a romantic context or in a business context. It can also be. But it is people who see each other, truly see each other, and see what each person has on their plate and what each person has, you know, on their back. And they try to help and try to assist and try to make the person shine with what they have and help with what they have to carry. And together, as they join in this joint adventure, because it's very much about people individually coming together and making something together. You know, that is the idea. But we would get more into that if we had maybe the lovers come up. That would be a different kind of situation. Here I'm getting it's about the commitment, this idea of like being seen and seeing the equalness of the other person. You know, seeing, maybe being on the same page about something as well. You have the last 2 here are the 8 of Cups, more cups, my dear, and the 10 of Pentacles in reverse. If there has been some sort of a material outcome that you have been hoping for, striving towards, you're being called to release it, my dear. I think this is really like, I'm getting the energy of having a very specific vision, potentially, of where you want to be or where you want to head. And it is important to kind of know where you want to go. We talked about that. But it's the embracing of the chaos, maybe, that we spoke about as well. Accepting that things might not come as they have, as you want them to. Releasing the tightness of a grip that you might have on certain outcomes. And here, focusing, I think, because here, look, you have the 10. You have the completion of the material challenges of life, right? Reaching a level of comfort financially and materially speaking that you get to share with other people, that you get to provide for other generations to come. The card is coming out in reverse though. So even if the material is the goal, maybe the material should not be the focus right now, but the emotional part of how you get to this. Emotionally, maybe what fulfills you. Maybe go after those questions rather than how do I get to this specific material vision that I have for my life. My dear, that's going to be your reading. I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget, before the end of June, if you want a personal reading, there's still 20% off with June 20. I hopefully see you here somewhere. Maybe you want to go listen to some of my music, or you want to go do some guided affirmations. Well, some affirmations, but also some guided meditation. We have a mix here of both. Yes, we do. I do lots of stuff randomly, but I hope you enjoy, and I hope you find something that resonates and that helps you in your own journey. Have a lovely rest of your day. Bye-bye.